Alright, today we're having a look at Wheelie by FabTheo71. Alright, so here we are in Wheelie by FabTheo71. Now this was recommended to me on the YouTubes by Neptune, and I really appreciate it because somehow I never knew that this creator was anyone. And that's really weird because FabTheo's got quite a lot of team picks, but so many creators that I just never run into, and it's so cool to run into somebody who's new to me. Not a new creator, obviously, just somebody that I hadn't seen before. I really like the poppy color look here. I think it is great. I like our little wheel contraption. I don't know why I thought that I was in the wrong layer there, but I totally thought that I was in the wrong layer. We start off there was a little title screen, which was cute. I appreciate that. I've mentioned before, I do feel kind of like the age of title screens has kind of... Oh, wait, no, I need that. That's a secret bubble. Well done. Fab, well done, well hidden. Love the island in the background, by the way. That is... Can we say fab? I mean, we could, but maybe we shouldn't. But we could, but maybe we shouldn't. Okay, there you are. One thing I'm having a little bit of trouble, because there's so much red in the background, sometimes it makes it a little bit hard to see the buttons. This is a lovely contraption. This is just like a super chill, super cool contraption, and I like it. This, no, go back. That bubble, can I get that bubble? I need it. I need the bubble, I am sorry, it must happen. Come here, crumbs. I'm stuck in the box. I'm stuck in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? I can't get out. Oh my god, that was terrifying. I'm sorry. This is me. This is like, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, which is actually kind of late for me. But I am digging all over this. This is super cool. I like that it's both a contraption level, but also a do stuff level, like an actually play level. I don't know, Fisco, like what the heck? That was way more of an explosion than I expected. I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of frightening. Now I have to check the box. I'm gonna have to check every freaking box now. I bet we've missed so many secret bubbles because I didn't even think. Like, oh, box. Are you supposed to stay, Wheels? Are you, I mean, okay, I mean, sure, right? We're okay with that. There's a bubble, I see it. I see the bubble. Oh, that is nifty. Oh, crumbs! Oh, buggery. That's the 3 minutes. We gotta go back to the hub, but I love this level. Thank you so much, Neptune, for recommending it. And we'll see you there. See ya! We're back, and Wheelie by FabTheo71, and okay, this is super green circle. This is so much my jam, and I have to just thank Neptune ICO for recommending this level over on the YouTubes for me, because, like, I needed exactly this kind of level. It's like a soap bubble, that it's just so light and perfect and airy, and I had such a good time with it. I actually kind of have to search for details that I didn't like about it. It's that good. At least it's that good to me. Your mileage may vary, which, you know, because it's a wheeled thing, that's kind of funny. That's like a joke that I didn't intend, but there it is. So, okay, so as we saw in the video, you basically got kind of a mix-up between vehicle sections and platforming. The vehicle that you're in, it's neat because it kind of changes over the course of the level. There's a bit where it'll be worked on and it becomes like a bit of a water wheel, and then later on in the level you're gonna get a balloon that attaches to it, so you do a little flying. Like the wheeled contraption itself, it's very nice looking, and I really like the way that it feels to play. It has kind of like a heft to it. It's slow and it's clunky and it's kind of rumbly in your hands, and I really appreciated that. It felt the way that it looked, and I did like that. It's not doing anything flash. It's very much like just getting you from point A to point B, but it does it really well, and it feels nice to get it to get there. And so that bit was great. The platforming sections as well, like, they're relatively simple, but they're fun. They're not too long, like, in and of themselves. They break up the level really well, because a lot of times I do find that when you've got, like, vehicle-focused levels, like, it's really just a showcase for the vehicle. You're not really doing anything else besides, like, what that one intent that the vehicle has, if it's flying or if it's, you know, floating on the water or whatever. Like, to actually have gameplay in the level, I really appreciated that, even if the gameplay was relatively simple. Now, some issues I did find with the gameplay. One was that I felt like the point bubbles were not really placed very well in order to sustain, like, score chains or anything like that. They look like they should be, but for example, you've got that bit we saw in the first impressions section where you're sliding down a wall bit, and then you've got points on both sides. So you can grab one of those as a score chain, but then you're gonna have to jump all the way back to the top to slide down to get the other one, but you get half the bubbles as you're jumping back to the top, so you get kind of like a broken score chain on the way down. Like, it's a really minor point, but it did kind of stand out to me. Along with point bubbles, something that I did like is you've got those secret points in the level. They're not, like, really there for anything besides just, like, I found it and I can get my score a little bit higher, but I do love those kinds of things. Now, you've got the Creatinator in the level, and that was kind of weird. It's like the explosions that it creates are freaking huge for, you know, what you're doing. So I thought that was a little bit odd, but I did enjoy it. I did have a good time with it. It does, unfortunately, I did find that it makes the enemy sections in the level pretty trivial. Like, the enemies actually do have attacks, but I didn't notice the first time that I played through the level, because you can hit them with your Creatinator way before they notice you. So, like, the notice range on whatever logic is working those enemies maybe could have been expanded a little bit more so that they would engage with you. But, like, I didn't really care, because the enemies were just, like, goofy and fun looking, and, you know, that was enough for me. One little bit with those enemies, though, that I don't know if Fabio either didn't notice this or didn't care, and either way is fine, but with wheels on, like, vehicles or wheels on things, and they're not actually, like, connected the vehicle itself, they're not considered like one part of that object. So when you've got a destroyer on the object, it won't destroy those connected parts. So when we killed the enemies, and the wheels just kind of stayed there, so that was a little bit weird. And actually, they kind of got, my third playthrough, they kind of got stuck in the door that you're supposed to drop down to continue on with the level. I was able to jump on them to press them through so that we could, you know, continue moving on, but it wasn't going to brick the level, but I did kind of worry for a second, like, are they stuck? Or, like, am I going to have to restart the level? But didn't have to, and I appreciated that, because I was having a good time, and I didn't want anything really negative about this level. There's just so much cool here. The boss, again, the boss is, like, you kind of have to try to die to the boss, but it's really just goofy and fun, and it's got those eyebrows on it, and I don't know why, but they work. It just, like, and the arms, like the weird, like, metal arms that are sticking off the side, and it's just, like, it's such a fun design. There's so much fun in this level. You got that fish, and, like, I'm pretty sure it's the same fish throughout the level, or at least it's intended to be read as the same fish. When you're in, like, the water wheel section, and you ride over this fish, and it's just because of the way that the object itself has been animated, but, like, the fish looks offended that you've ridden over top of it, and then so, like, later on in the level, and you're being chased by this fish, it's not gonna kill you or anything, it's just, like, a thing that exists. But I laughed, and I needed to laugh, and then you beat the level, and there's, like, the fish, and it's just, like, looking at you like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna find your family. I'm gonna destroy your home with the lemons that are flammable that life gave me because you rode over me, and this is a blood feud now. I wasn't expecting the level to be this fun. I expected it to be good. I appreciate Neptune's taste, and usually when people recommend things to you, and you kind of go in with the expectation that they know you at least a little bit, and they're probably going to recommend something that you are going to like, but to find something that just hit all my points like this, I had so much fun. And even with really good levels, I don't always walk away with this particular feeling. Even after a fourth playthrough, I was like, this is great. I love everything about this, and I can strongly recommend it to you. You're gonna have a good time with this one. If you haven't played it, if you have played it, go back and play it again, because it's fun, and the world sucks, and we need just simple, fun things sometimes. Neptune, thank you so much. I super appreciate that you let me know about this level, but that says way more than everything I needed to say about this one, so go out and play it. Go out and play it, right now. But from me, Isuka, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.